Thank you, Vish. See, if you look at the hotel industry 30, 40 years back, we had technology, but minimalistic technology. Today, technology is reaching to another level. And I believe it's important to have technology, yet all this is useless if you do not have the right people, the right attitude, and the right training for your staff to handle that technology. Of course, there will be touchless check-ins and elevator, there'll be billing which will be just at the command of an app. All this is going to happen, the restaurant, the menus with apps, etc. But like Zubin also said, we cannot lose that personalization when we set about doing whatever we are doing. At the moment, there's an overdose of information, I believe personally. There's a lot of information floating in the market. And I think every hotel has to decide for itself what they have to do. Yet, the basic infrastructure will have to be there. What I'm trying to say is that at the time the reservation happens, the guest makes a reservation, the confidence of the guest has to start building from right there. And at the time you are picking up the customer from the airport, I think that's the first human contact that the guest is going to have. So that's where the technology will start coming in. And the cars, the sanitization of the cars, the screen in between the driver and the guest, and the training of the driver, the chauffeur who will have to inspire confidence into the customer. And then you come in and, when after 26/11, sadly, till that time, there was no security checks in the hotels. And then we had to put in all the X-ray machines and physical frisking. Here also, one has to be very careful in how you execute that process. Now, as a guest checks into the porch, again, you got to, frisk him, but can you really frisk him physically now with all this contact issue? I think that's where the technology will really play a big part. And as you walk in, now let me talk about the Imperial. The Imperial is a very traditional, hotel. We have always kept technology away from the lobby. For instance, you would not find a TV screen in my lobby. We would have simple signages, very nicely done. But now imagine my reception counter having screens in the middle. Now that's really taking away the personalization from the guest, but yet it is important. And I'm hoping this won't be too long. Personally, I feel, at some stage we should plan something in a way that after a year, 2 years, we don't need all this. Hopefully, we don't know. We don't know which way we will go.
Right.
The lockdown has been there for the last 117 days or so in Delhi. And we have ever since been planning our SOPs and our requirements and our training for getting into this new normal. But I'm hoping there'll be a time when we get back into the old normal where, we go back to our personal, regular SOPs. However, till now, it's very important to understand that a customer, like Zubin said earlier, he will never gain the confidence if you do not give him the basic infrastructure and the communication. So what is very important is to communicate everything that you're doing to the customer, but not just communicate, actually put that into practice. Equipment all over the hotel, imagine sanitizers and automatic sanitizers and foot operated sanitizers all over the hotel. People wearing masks and PPEs, the kids. You got to train people how to smile with your eyes. Things are moving really, really into that level.
Yeah, it's
And
scary.
also, yeah, it's scary. And imagine you're talking on the counter reception. You don't see the expression, the warmth of the associate who's checking you in. So the right amount of dialogue delivery, I would say, will come in there. So that's where technology will be backed by human, the qualities that we'll have to inculcate in our people.
Thanks.
Yes, India is known for hospitality, and when I joined the Imperial, I had introduced Namaskar, like in ITCs, Namaste. I introduced Namaskar at the Imperial, and everybody was wondering, why is this? Is this correct? But today it's helping us. So technology is definitely there. There are so many touch points in a hotel. In a room itself, there are about 60 to 70 touch points, and how can we minimize that? Touch contact should be minimum in a room, and of course the sanitization it is everybody's responsibility. It is everybody's a housekeeper. Everybody has to be the hygiene manager in a hotel. Every staff has to get into cleaning his particular area. And of course, certain companies, certain hotels are going in for outsourcing this exercise. And I think that is also one way. But I think overall, we are in a situation where we have to keep paying our staff as much as we can. What we are doing at the Imperial, we are giving a sustenance allowance to all the employees, but obviously it's a limited amount, so that at least the basic needs are taken care of. Now, looking at the scenario in Delhi, let's look at Delhi. There was a webinar recently with the industries minister, and he said that uh, hotels will only open when the vaccine is out. Now that's a very tough situation if that is what the plans of the government are. Yet we understand the government knows better, and if that is the case, then Delhi hotels will not open for the next 6 months. Now that's a big challenge. How are people going to survive for 6 months? It's going to be very difficult. Yet I'm hoping that it'll be sooner or later that they announce that the hotels can partly open, maybe with one restaurant and 33% capacity of their of the
Like
of the
Mumbai.
restaurant. Yeah, I think that will happen. I mean, logically, that should happen. If that is not to happen, then I don't have an answer for it. How long will hotels keep paying salaries, even whatever limited salaries that are being paid? Because every hotel will be facing the challenge of paying off their outstanding amounts or collecting their dues at this time to get into the market and keep trying to push your guests, your people to pay you back whatever they owe you, and you at the same time have to pay your suppliers and various other the amounts that have to be paid on. Yet at the same time, the expenses that we are going through, there are fixed expenses, the excise, the license, the energy cost, everything is building up every day. So I don't have an answer as to what will happen, but I'm hoping that yes, we will continue paying a sustenance allowance to our staff. And once we do look at a ray of hope with this virus, the vaccine coming in, I'm sure things will look better. I agree with Jitendra. The hotels do not face that challenge. Many restaurants in Delhi have shut down. At least hotel restaurants have not shut down. We are waiting to open, the moment we get a green signal. And okay, maybe if I open my coffee shop, maybe I will not open a spice route immediately. Maybe I'll offer some of the meals in the coffee shop itself, some of the items from spice route, so I can give a variety of, to the guests, and they are really looking forward. I get a lot of calls from my guests. When are you opening the spice route? So I'll definitely, I'm very confident that we will definitely come back very soon in this.